Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm going to talk about the pay-to-win mentality that ForgeWorld is bringing to Warhammer, and this is going over and above what we've ever seen before from Games Workshop. Now, I love ForgeWorld models as much as the next man, and to be honest, I've not had any quality issues in the things I've bought. I've also seen that the standard GW plastic can be just as much pay-to-win as the rest of them. It just feels at the moment quite polarised around ForgeWorld. We all know the models are expensive, and to be honest, they have a lot of cool models, and it's personal choice whether you buy them or want to pay that money. The problem comes with the model rules and how they're not yet written by the same people as the codexes, so there is a divergence between them. There's also different update rates, and when we do get an FAQ, it's for the entirety of the Imperial Army Compendium, and your one model is somewhere buried within 6 pages of an FAQ. That in itself isn't going to cause a problem. The problem arises that the ForgeWorld models rise above a lot of standard units within the codex and are just a lot better. It's safe to say that factions that look to ForgeWorld to bolster their codex are the ones that are struggling at the moment and the ones that don't have a 9th edition codex. And it also just so happens that models within those factions are also super strong. There's no issues buying models for the rule of cool. The problem comes where you're buying them just to try and keep up, where you need them to have any chance at all or to win, even in your local meta or especially in tournaments. If people are essentially being forced into buying the more expensive models, and this is just so they have any chance of competing, then that's really bad for the game, and for those factions that are struggling, it's absolutely horrible. Before I take a look at the other struggling factions, even Space Marines are suffering from this. You'd be hard pressed to find any list that's not got a few Contemptor Dreadnoughts in there. The RELIC Contemptors or double VOLKITEs, and especially with ForgeWorld you don't have any cheaper third-party resellers, you're essentially paying list price. Taking a look at the Tyranids, you've got quite a few that are doing really well. You've got the Malmthrope, that's £58, that's a great HQ unit. You've got the Scythed Hierodule, 116, you've got the DAEMON for 100. They're absolutely fantastic smashy monsters, and it's the sort of thing that you'd expect from any of the big monsters in the actual codex. For something that's a bit more extravagant, you've got the Harridan, that's £284, and surprisingly that people are actually using that to win tournaments. And even the Humble Whippleswarm, which is an auto pick for Tyranid Troops choice, is only available from ForgeWorld for £24. Chaos also have that clutch unit. The Decimator engines at £43, absolutely fantastically powerful, and for a struggling faction, these are a must buy. If you're playing any Chaos Knights, then the MOIRAX or the Majera are absolutely fantastic. And the smaller one's £37. The large one is £131. So while for Chaos Space Marines there's not a lot of units that people are pulling from ForgeWorld, the fact that you have to have a Decimator bomb in your faction to compete means that you are having to buy these units. The Custodes is actually one faction that's doing very well with its 8th edition codex. However, if you see any tournament list, it's entirely bolstered with ForgeWorld, and for some, it's only ForgeWorld. Very Dreadnought heavy, you've got the Contemptor Galatus at 59, Contemptor Achilles at 59, and the Ultimate Telemon Dreadnought at 78. If you're taking any of the vehicles, you're paying £89 to £121, that's UK. But even the troops choices coming from ForgeWorld, the Sagittarium Guard at £52 for 5 models. Another must play at the moment is the Custodian Venatari at £42, and that's for 3 models. The Custodes are slightly different because there's just not that much range available in plastic from GW. I mean, other examples, if you want to play Death Corps of KRIEG, you have to buy from ForgeWorld. Obviously now GW are coming out with a plastic kit, but 10 infantry models for £46, also considering all the elite choices, is definitely making them one of the most expensive armies to build. The Tau also looked to ForgeWorld for some battle suits, and you've got some great ones. You got the Yavara for £83, the Yavana, the Remora Stealth Drones have been doing really well for £42, and if you really wanted to splash out, the Taunar Supremacy Suit for £270. So what the title of this video should actually be is that ForgeWorld are ruining Warhammer by making it pay to win, but only for the 8th edition Codex gang. Perhaps this gets fixed with release of new codexes, but for some factions waiting 1 to 2 years, it's a real struggle. I think when you have a few units that rise above everything else, it makes list building boring because everyone has the same lists. And if you're playing in your local shop and someone with deep pockets comes in with a load of ForgeWorld models and starts dominating, that's no fun either. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this, so drop us a comment and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.